A 25 years old entrepreneur goes missing. His body is found the next day with a gunshot wound. Police start building a case around suicide. His family refuses to accept it, and after a second autopsy, the story changes completely. This is the Mir Raza Ali case, and it's become one of the most closely watched investigations in Karachi right now. So, let's start with who Mir Raza Ali was. He was 25, a graduate of Pakistan's Institute of Business Administration and the owner of a dessert shop called Weplix. On the night of July 28th, he came home from his shop, then left again, telling his family he would back in 10 minutes. He left behind his smartwatch, wallet, and house keys, taking only his phone and about 1,000 rupees before booking an online taxi. CCTV footage reviewed by investigators shows him in his kitchen between 10 and 11 p.m., taking a pistol from a drawer, checking it and placing it in his car before leaving. He booked the taxi around 4 a.m. and the driver told investigators he dropped him off on a deserted road near the back of Gulistani Jawhar's block 1. His body was found the next day in nearby bushes with a gunshot wound. Here is where this case becomes genuinely troubling. According to the family's lawyer, investigators spent time building the case around the possibility that Mir Raza died by suicide, despite the family's strong objections. The lawyer alleged that family members were made to sit for hours at a police office and were repeatedly pressured to accept that explanation. So, I want to be precise here. This is an allegation from the family's attorney, not an independently confirmed fact, but it's a serious one and it's central to why this case escalated the way it did. The original case was registered as a kidnapping under Section 365 of the Pakistan Penal Code, reflecting the family's belief from the start that he would be abducted, tortured, and killed, not that he had taken his own life. The family pushed for an exhumation and a second postmortem, and that process itself was contentious. One scheduled exhumation was actually postponed after the family objected to an abrupt last-minute change in who was on the medical legal board examining the body. When the second postmortem finally happened, conducted by an 8-member medical board, the findings changed everything. The bullet had entered through his back and exited through his chest, an entry wound of about 0.8 centimeters with fractured ribs from the injury, and additional marks on his body consistent with torture. Investigators also flagged serious concern about the original investigation, including a failure to collect a DNA sample despite the condition of his face and questions about how his injuries were documented and photographed the first time around. A shot entering from the back is a critical detail. It's very difficult to reconcile with a self-inflicted wound. It's exactly what shifted the case. The case. Following those findings, police formally added Section 302, the murder charge, to the FIR. A 5-member investigation team was formed, led by a Deputy Inspector General and tasked with a fresh, comprehensive and impartial probe from scratch. And insignificant move, since provincial government has now ordered a judicial inquiry to be led by a judge of the Sindh High Court, described by some reporting as a damage control step after mounting public pressure and online backlash over how the case was initially handled. A senior provincial lawmaker had publicly called for exactly this kind of independent judge-led investigation, saying no negligence or bias would be tolerated. Investigators also recovered Mir Raza's phone about 200 yards from the crime scene, along with a pistol holster. Both sent for forensic analysis with results still pending as of the latest reporting. So, a case that started as a kidnapping report got steered toward a suicide narrative that the family fought hard against and has now become a murder investigation with a judge personally overseeing it. As of right now, no one has been charged with actually killing Mir Raza Ali. That's still what this new investigation is trying to determine. I will follow this case closely and update you as the judicial inquiry moves forward. Subscribe if you want that update, and please keep the comments respectful. This is a real family still searching for answers about their son. So this was the video. See you in the next one.